What's up guys, Dylan here, how's it going? So I've seen a problem with a lot of the guys I work with, and this happens in sports, this happens in business, it happens with my friends, it happens with my family, and it's definitely happened with me. We walk around a little bit delusional, like we're in a movie, and somebody's just going to come up to us and go, hey, you're a wizard. You know? Not really, you know what I mean? Like, somebody's going to pick us, somebody's going to see something in us that, you know, we're going to be discovered. You're probably not going to be discovered, okay? You have to go out there and actually bring people towards you. You have to prove yourself constantly that you're good enough, not to some expert who's going to like prop you up and make you famous, but to millions of people. Millions of people have to choose you. Not just one person's going to come pluck you out like Dumbledore picks Harry Potter or Morpheus picks Neo. You know, it's not going to happen. You have to be your own Morpheus. You have to be your own Dumbledore. You have to be your own Gandalf. You know, I watch a movie, most movies, somebody's decent at something and then somebody comes along and wham, you know, I see something in you. You don't see it in yourself, but I see it in you. Okay, there are people in your life that may see something in you and give you some extra attention. There's no doubt about that. That can happen. But in reality, in most realities, in the large majority of your life, what's going to happen is you're going to have to play every single movie character. I always tell people when you watch movies, you're going to identify very strongly with one. But, you know, when I watch the Lord of the Rings, I always like the wizards. I like Gandalf, not the evil wizards, of course. But here's my point. You need to identify with all the characters because they're just projections of archetypes within our psyche. So you are Morpheus, you are Neo. And what that means is you have to pick yourself. You have to see something in yourself. You have to see that you are the one. And that's not narcissistic or egotistic. It's just a fundamental reality of anyone who wants to achieve anything. You have to believe in yourself before others will believe in you most of the time. There are exceptions to this, and when that happens, it's a blessing. When somebody does see something in you that you don't see in yourself, you know, and they help tease that out of you, finesse it out of you, give thanks for that. But for most of us, that doesn't happen, and it shouldn't happen. It's a whole different level of concreteness at the beginning when we can see in ourselves what we're capable of. And that concrete's hardened even more as more people give us proof. If you go through my programs, I always talk about you need to be peer-reviewed. You need to make sure other people are seeing in you what you see in yourself. But that doesn't have to happen at first. You don't know enough yet, and you're not good enough yet to really be peer-reviewed if you're just getting started. What you have to do is believe in yourself and believe you have the capability to be somebody worthy of admiration from a lot of people, including the experts. If you don't have that at the beginning, you never really fully manifest what your potential is. You know, you have to see, like, I believe that I'm a good writer. Maybe I'm not, but I can see it in myself. I say to myself, you're one of the greats. You're going to be one of the greats. You're going to be one of the chosen. Maybe nobody buys my book. Maybe it's a complete piece of trash. But I can't wait for somebody to see that talent in me. I have to see that talent in myself. When you say it out loud, as I'm saying it now, it does sound sort of narcissistic. But that's not what I mean. It's just a psychological reality that you have to have belief in yourself. You're humble enough to admit, you know, if I'm 70 years old and people think my book is trash and the experts think my book is trash when I publish it, I might be able to admit that it's trash. I probably would, you know, but the person I became and being able to, you know, try to write this book, it's a novel, by the way, when I'm trying to write this book, well, they can't take that from me. And there's no way I would ever know if I gave it my all had I not believed in myself from the beginning. So you can't wait to be chosen. You can't wait for somebody to come and find you. For somebody to see something mysterious in you and go, there's something about you. Don't wait for that. You have to choose yourself.